Need the little dialy thing. Anyway, how you doing, YouTube? Yeah. How you doing, YouTube? How you doing, YouTube? Is this thing ever gonna work? I don't know.
It takes a couple seconds for it.
Yeah, when we're sitting here looking
you can look
at
the, timer
the stream, it says it's
thing.
playing. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and say, "How you doing, YouTube?"
There it is.
And back with another live review. Gonna pop a bunch off tonight, and this beer comes courtesy not just from Joe, but Joe's brother.
Yes. My brother came in maybe about a month ago. Month and a half, from Tennessee, technically, but his wife has family in Michigan, so they went Michigan first, and then came out to us, and texted me one day, asking if there was any kind of beers that I really like or any that I don't like, and I told him, I'm not really picky, and this was one of the beers that he gave me, along with a Jolly Pumpkin beer. And the most recent Game of Thrones beer from Omegang, which
Nice.
I drank for the Game of Thrones premiere because, yeah.
That's what Joe does.
That's what I do.
And that's what I do too. Anyway, so yeah, it's super excited to give this whirl for a couple reasons. Never heard of the brewery.
Same here.
2, it's got Clint Eastwood on it, which is pretty cool. And 3, it's a wax top IPA. It's a 7% wax top IPA.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird, but at the same time,
but kind of great at the same time.
we're gonna drink it. So, I mean, have you ever had anything from this brewery before?
No,
Ever?
I've never heard of this brewery before.
Yeah. As far as what it says on the label itself, it says the good, the bad, and the bitter. Spelt brewed American IPA. Yeah, the good, the bad, and the hoppy on the back. I guess that's the kind of theme they do. 7% alcohol by volume. Yeah, it just says it doesn't really tell you anything other than that right there. And it's cool. It's very, I said this off camera, it's very Evil Twin-esque, kind of, with a mosaic kind of thing, with the Clint Eastwood vibe going on. Anyway, let's get rid of this wax on this single IPA, because that's stuff that you come across all day. And see what we got going on here. Well, I try not to cut myself at the end of this. Most intelligent YouTubers pre-cut their bottles.
Yeah, they would do this. I believe the last time I tried to pre-cut a wax top bottle, you were like, "No, I like to do it on camera."
I do. Everything has to be on camera. I think I might be able to actually get this open without actually cutting it. I have a vibe going on here with this bottle. Come on. Suck it, wax! You're coming off when I want you to come off, you sons of bitches. Yeah, brute force. When in doubt, brute force the shit out of everything in life. That's a life lesson for everybody out there. This is the
For all
Aesop.
2 people watching.
Yeah, this is the Aesop Fables portion of the show, in the way that we just say, hey, when something doesn't work correctly, push really fucking hard, and everything will come out fine. The hat works with beer. It works with your car when it breaks down. It works with vaginas. It works with everything. So, we're good. Anyway, 2 distinctly different heads on mine. Mine's a little bit more rocky creaminess. Yours is infinite creamier. Because I poured it second, got it out of the bottle. Just goes to show you half the time when people pour stuff, you can't rely exactly on what it looks like on an initial pour. Everything's different each time. But it has a nice, subtle, cloudy haziness to
I
it.
was just gonna say it looks really, really good.
Yeah.
Almost like the New Englandy. Yeah,
Airing that way, yeah.
airing
It's not
more
butternut
toward
squash soup,
No.
but it definitely is leaning a little bit hazier. So get a nose on her. Malt and the ghost of citrus hops past. I think this is older. I don't see a
I didn't see a date
on it.
anywhere.
I bet my left testicle it's old. Yeah, it's like I can smell like what smells like Citra or something like that, but it's beneath it now. You know what I mean? It's kind of gone away.
It smells, for being what we assume to be older, it doesn't smell bad. It smells
Oh no, it
pretty
smells good, but it feels like there's a little bit of time on it.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm getting a little bit of a kind of a generic citrus in there. I'm getting like a nice kind. I'm getting like a lighter maltiness, not necessarily a biscuit or a pilsner malt. Just kind of like a lighter malt kind of vibe, like somewhere between pilsner and wheat almost.
I'm not really sure what Spelt is like, so that could
that
be
could be
that
it.
like
Yeah.
in between biscuit.
Yeah.
You know.
So I just want to try it. So
Same here.
cheers.
Cheers.
Well, there's more in the mouth than there is in the nose. I really want to know what kind of hops they used, because I'm getting a ton of lemon.
Yeah.
Ton of lemon.
That's really the thing that kind of pops for me.
Yeah, almost like is this a Sriracha Ace or Lemon Drop or something like that? It has to be. It has to be. It's. I like it more in the mouth than I did in the nose. Going off the nose, I was like, okay, I think it's going to be nice, but it might be a little bit underwhelming. Not so much. I still think it's old.
I would agree with that as well. I think there is some time on it, but it's not as bad as the nose would have you believe.
And I'm getting this, like, especially after you drink it, after you actually swallow it and let it sit for a bit, getting this kind of like spiciness that I think is the Spelt. It's almost like rye-esque, but like if rye malt had sex with Saison yeast, that's the kind of vibe I'm getting off there. It's like a spicy kind of pepperiness, but almost like a pseudo heat, kind of like, it's weird, like it's almost like rye-esque, but not really. I'm getting something weird like that from it. So Joe's gonna do a little intel on Spelt, but yeah, it's actually a fun beer. The whole wax top, IPA thing is just weird. What do you got?
One Spelt is an ancient grain widely recognized. Okay, let's see. What is Spelt? That's the.
What is Spelt? It's what we're drinking.
I don't know.
That's what it is. But overall, it's a cool. I'm glad I had it.
More
I
nutritious
dig it.
cousin to modern wheat.
Okay.
Some taxonomists classify Spelt as a parent of wheat.
Okay. I'm kind of proud of myself when I said somewhere between Pilsner malt and wheat. Look at me. Things happen every now and then that I'm proud of. Not really. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, the bottle art's cool. I like the flavor profile that's given off because it's unique. Unique New York.
Very unique profile.
Yeah. It's just like, and it says good and bad and the bitter. I wouldn't classify it as overtly bitter. Yes, there's bittering to it. But it's just, I like it. I like it. It's like, it's almost like like I said earlier, like a bizarro cousin of a rye IPA. Do you know what I mean? And I dig it. You know. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better Spelt based IPAs I've had? Actually, it's the best one I've ever had because it's the only one I've ever had. In general, it was a good beer. Yes.
I'm enjoying this way more than I was expecting to. Yeah. Just given the nose, I'm like, all right, fuck, this is going to be a little older. Like, I kind of get where this is going to go. You know, a typical older IPA for me tends to get malt syrupy, almost like an extract beer, like we talked about with the Duck Rabbit.
Yeah.
That's not happening here. The hops are faded, but it's still very, very good and still really drinkable. Like, I don't mind whatever age happens to be on this bottle. Yeah.
Value and availability. I can't speak to any of it. Never heard of it. Your brother got it, brought it back. So who the fuck knows?
I have no idea what he paid for it.
Yeah.
So.
And just if you like what we like this, I would go as far to say if you like saisons, or and you like rye beers.
Yeah.
And then you wanted a mixture of
rye
the two.
IPAs.
Yeah.
You know.
And you just want something interesting because it's made well. I'm not really picking up much of anything negative from it at all. It's just, it's exciting in a way that it's new and unique, and that's the kind of stuff that turns me on.
I think this could be probably like pretty killer beer on tap at the brewery. You know.
Yeah, I would love to try this fresh. So Griffin's Claw.
Griffin's Claw.
Send some my way, baby. Anyway, there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the review. If you did or didn't, or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Me, Matt, Massive Beers, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram on top. On top. I don't even know what that means. Massive Beers in all four of those places. Untapped. Untapped? Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. It's been a long, long day. Anyway, you can check me out there. How about you, Joe?
You can find me at nepabeerreviews.squarespace.com. Also, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at nepabeerreviews.
And we're both started doing a show. You know about the Love Beer Radio thing we're doing. We stopped doing that for a bit just because of me with moving and stuff like that. But we're doing an actual, like, over-the-air...
radio.
For reals, not for fakes. A radio show that actually broadcasts on the air.
We have to behave ourselves there.
Yeah, I can't say fuck, shit, and tits. Actually, I'd probably say tits. Anyway, 103.1 locally, FM-wise, online WILK News Radio on Sundays at noon. Or, if you miss Sundays at noon, you can check it iTunes, Stitcher, Beer Geeks Radio. It's on Sundays, airs for an hour at noon. Once the commercials are cut out, you're looking at about 40 minutes of audio. And we have amazing breweries from Sam Adams to Carton, from Treehouse to fucking Lost Abbey. We covered it all. We have awesome brewer interviews. Basically, it's a 3-segment show that's basically beer news and talk. Middle part is brewery interview, and the end is just kind of recapping the show and drinking some beer. So
kind of impressions from our own impressions from listening to whatever.
Yeah, so if you have time, check that out. That would be awesome. Other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice wax-topped, spelt-based IPA right now, and hopefully see you next time. Cheers. Yeah, it was good beer, man.